Hello, welcome to Z Marie Design. Today we will learn how to make paper beads. This is a list of the supplies you'll need for this project. These are the paper beads we will be making. So gather all of your supplies and let's get started. So the first thing you'll need is an assortment of papers. I just combined from just some papers that I had, and you'll see that once you put your sealer on, they get pretty hard in the drying process. So I spread out some of my white glue on my table, and I cut my papers to an assortment of different sizes. Of course, the wider the paper, the bigger the bead that you'll be making. And so I have glitter glue that I seal it with, or I have some nail lacquer in different colors that I seal it with. So I have an aluminum rod that I'm going to wrap it around, and I start by putting a little dab of glue on the end of the largest part of the paper, and I just start rolling it on itself. Try to roll it as tightly as you can, and I've cut this one at an angle, and I just continue to spread the glue on the paper. If you have a glue stick, it makes it go a lot easier, a lot faster, but I'm just using what I have on hand, so I'm brushing it on with my paintbrush there. Continue to roll it until you roll to the end. Slide it up near the end of the rod there. And I'm going to start out by putting some glitter glue on there first. I just got the glitter glue from my local dollar store, and I just spread it on there, and the glitter glue is going to help to seal it as well as give it some sparkle. So I put it on the bead, on the paper bead, and then I just roll it around on my brush just to spread it out. And once I have it all covered, I'm then going to slide it off my rod onto my mat. And this is just a plastic mat because then I know that once they start to dry, they won't stick to the plastic mat. But you can put it down on a piece of glass or other plastic, or even on some wax paper to keep it from sticking to the surface that you put it down on. And I do several coats. Let the first coat dry and then come back and do another coat on there. So now I'm going to use some green lacquer on the bead, nail lacquer on the bead. And whatever color that you're going to paint it, whatever nail color that you paint it, that's the color that the bead will take on. So this is like a green sparkly kind of color. I don't know if you can see it on the screen or not, but it's a green sparkly. I just used whatever nail lacquer I had on hand. And once again, I'm going to give this several coats as I coat it on there. Finish the bead, I slid it up to the top just to make it easier to get it off. Put my nail lacquer on there. And then I just slide it off on my mat there for it to dry. And then these are just several of the beads that I've made with this process. You could also just seal it with clear glue. You see, it makes it really hard once you put, that's about 3 or 4 coats on those of clear glue, because the glue, it'll dry clear. And this is some of the beads that I've made. I use them in a lot of my quilt projects and a lot of my handbags. So I hope you like it. Thanks for watching.